What up, Dokkanners? While there is all this conversation centered around the JP side of the game with the Beast Gohan and the Gamma 1, Gamma 2 reveal, it's pretty hype, honestly. If you guys haven't done so, check out my previous videos. That is what is in store for you guys on the global side of the game in less than 5 months. But we still got to talk about everything else that is happening on global in the meantime. So instead of making 3 separate videos, I'm just going to pile all of this stuff into one video, and hopefully you guys will be able to follow along. We're going to talk about the Trunks and Broly situation. We're going to talk about the Valentine's Day candy situation, the chocolate stuff, wherever that is, somewhere down here. Here it is. We'll talk about that, and we'll talk about this new pumped up weekly pack peel off scam thing that lets you get access to this special edition Whis event. So we'll talk about all that and more in today's video. So if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Trying to go for 90,000 subscribers. Guys, thank you so much for all the support recently. We recently smashed the 80,000 subscriber goal. So our next goal is 90,000. Can we do so before Saiyan Day? I think it'd be pretty cool. If you guys want to, you know, if you want to, you can. If you don't have, you don't have to if you don't want to. I think that you should, though, because while I do cover global, I also cover JP, and very soon there will not be a global or JP. It will just be Dokkan. So make sure you guys join the family today. So let's talk about this Trunks and Broly situation. Why is it a situation? Because the skill orb grind sucks. It is absolutely terrible. It is complete garbage. It is complete trash how bad the drops are when it comes to these skill orbs. I'm telling you right now, do not chase the absolute best skill orbs possible. Get ready to make some consolations. First of all, it's a free-to-play unit. You don't have to break the bank over it. Secondly, it is not worth the grind. Okay, I'm telling you, I have been at the end of the tunnel. It was not worth the grind. I spent 20 to 22 Dragon Stones worth of stamina refreshes to do this. 20 to 22. So multiply 22 by 376. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now. 22 times 376. I spent 8,300 stamina trying to get these stupid skill orbs, and it was abysmal. The last time I spent that much in a concentrated amount of time was probably when the version Z update first dropped on global and we got auto link leveling. Before that, I would never, ever commit that much for such a small, that's not true, world tournament. Besides that, there is never another situation that I would ever justify spending that much. That all those stones could have gone into world tournament. Instead, now I have to live with the fact that I just burned 22 Dragon Stones for these guys. Okay? It's a lot. So let me show you what I've done in terms of my build. I have 3 Trunks and Brolys here. One is the SSR. This one is rainbowed. He will never be upgraded. So I gave him the hand-me-downs. This is the TUR. This unit will never be upgraded. I know I'm weird. I just like having them all at the different levels. And then this is the LR. The LR is not possible yet as of me recording this video, but eventually we will. But as you can see, in terms of the attack and defense growth, it's very much more substantial on the future LR. 7,900 attack, 8,300 defense. That is insane when you consider what the normal stat boosts are for these types of skill orbs. And that is why we're going to talk about which skill orbs are the best. When it comes to unique equips, when it comes to the specific character skill orbs, they give you extra stats because it is exclusively only for that character. This has been done for the Super Saiyan 3 Goku free-to-play Angel unit and also the LR STR Vegito Blue. Both of those units also have similar exclusive equips. Let me actually go to this guy. Look at his defense. He gets extra defense from a level 5 additional and a level 5 defense, which gives him, I think, 1,500 defense. Let's just wait for it. It is added to the level equipped character. Oh my god. Okay, let's look right here. Yeah, defense plus 1,500. If we go to this one, this gives us 200 defense. Not a lot, but the 1,500 defense makes up for it. So I focused on additional and stat boosts here. I could have focused more so on defense. I think this guy has a level 8 skill orb for defense. I think he does. I don't remember. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, let's talk about the Trunks and Broly. So let me go back here. Go back to the time travelers. Trunks and Broly. These skill orbs are good, but don't try to just focus on the one skill orb. Try to settle for some other ones depending on how committed you are to the grind. Let me switch over here and let me show you. So what we're looking at here is a full breakdown of all skill orbs that are obtainable for the Trunks and Broly. So big shout out to DokkanInfo.com as well as Dokkan.game-db. I'm going to link both of these in the description. Go check them out because these are 2 very useful resources. This one is Dokkan Info like you guys are used to. This is actually a Japanese resource that is always getting updated from all things Dokkan. So definitely worth checking out. Now, when it comes to these skill orbs, there was a graphic that was circulating. I don't know if this is legit. I think this was like for JP, but this kind of gives you a pretty good idea of what you should be looking out for. So in terms of number 1, 2, 3, this is like a general ranking of which ones are the best. I do disagree with the bronze one, because the bronze one, while it does give you 800 defense, I do think that the attack and defense stat increase is also as effective. So in my opinion, I think that you could interchange 1 and 2, but the number 3 would be the critical and additional, and the same sort of setup is here for the silver and for the gold. Why are the stat increases so profound, and why are they valued so much? Well, it's for 2 reasons. Number 1, like I said, the unique equips give you extra stats, but also if you look at what the Trunks and Broly can do, they are launching super attacks like crazy potentially, and when they do, they're raising attack and defense in their super. They get more attack and defense from performing a super attack. They get more attack and defense each time they launch a super attack. They get more attack for each key sphere obtained, rainbow key sphere, and with the launching 2 additionals, each of which has a medium chance to become a super attack, with more additional in your hit of potential build, you've got a lot of possible supers that could be happening on any given turn. So the more stat increases that you're getting per super, that's going to be compounded even more depending on how many supers you launch. That is why having an attack plus 1500 and a defense plus 1500 is so especially valuable. That is why this is considered the best. However, there are 24 of these. So how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 21 gold skill orbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 21, 21, and 21. Of all of these 21, if you're trying to go for the absolute best based on this ranking, that is trying to get 3 out of 63 skill orbs. The drop rates are not good. They are not friendly. I kid you not. It took me 22 plus stamina runs on this. It's not worth it. So if you don't get this, but you get a level 4, I would say settle. If you get a level 5 defensive super and a level 5 super attack boost, that one is also definitely worth it. I would say if you go for the additional one, that is also very good, because the more additionals you have, the likelihood of you launching an additional super attack will increase. That is also good. Critical is not needed in my humble opinion, because critical is already in the passive. High chance to crit is just in there. So you don't need critical whatsoever. Focusing on additional and then balanced dodge, I think, is the best way to go, because this would ideally be a slot 2 type unit. So consider that. So go through these 2 links, look through the skill orbs, and then see and determine which one is worth it for you. The most painful grind for me was this right here. Every time I thought I had attack plus 5, defense plus 5, it ended up being a defense plus 4. So it would slowly scroll and it would show me attack plus 5, defense plus level, and it would say 4, and I would lose my mind. I didn't have to go this far, but I did because I'm psycho. But if you get a level 5 attack, level 4 defense, I say settle. That's still really good. A dodge and defense is also very good. Additional in defense, also very good. And when you go down to the bronze, obviously the stat boosts are the best. But if you get additional, if you get a level 3 additional, since this is a unique equip, you're going to be getting 1 higher with the level 3 additional. Level 3 critical, that one's a waste. Level 3 dodge would also be good. If you want to just build the unit with maximum dodge to give it a little bit more versatility in the slot 1 position, that works too. So there's not just one specific way to build the unit. It is just generally understood that building on those stats is the most effective way to bring the most out of the unit. So hopefully, with all of that 8 minutes that I spent discussing it, hopefully that puts your minds at ease. It is a brutal grind. Don't subject yourself to the whole thing. Settle for some of the lesser skill orbs. They are still very, very good. And whenever you have some spare time, if you want, you can go back in. To be clear, to get the golds, you have to go to 32-7. For silver, 32-6. For bronze, 32-5. It is complete RNG. It will cost you a lot of stamina, so best of luck. That being said, let's move on to the next bit of news, which is the Valentine's Day stuff. So let me find that here in the tab. Valentine's Day. Okay, let's go over here. Valentine's Day Chocolate. So you can earn up to 8,000 of these Valentine's Day chocolate things. 1,000 are obtainable from login, so log in every single day. You can also obtain 1,000 of these missions every single day for 7 days. It's already been a couple of days, so you've probably already been doing this, but make sure you guys get all of them done, because with 8,000 of these chocolates, you can actually get a decent amount of stuff for it. So undergo training once per day, complete stages up to 5 times per day. By clearing them all, you get 1,000 of these chocolates. Currently, it is day 2 of this whole thing, so I believe I have 2,000 of these chocolates. Let me actually check in the shop. Yeah, I got 2,000. So Broly's up for grabs for 1,200. Kiaowei for 1,200. Trunks for 1,200. Trunks has an easy A. The top 2 do not. Eventually, they probably will. All 3 of them cost you 3,600 chocolate. You will eventually be able to buy all of these as well as the Kai, as well as the Hercule statues, the meat. You might be able to just buy the whole thing. I feel like that's how this is supposed to work. So if you want to wait, you could just wait. You don't have to, you can just buy them all at once, which is probably what I'm going to do. But definitely be aware of this and do this. It shouldn't be that difficult. It's not demanding whatsoever. So I don't think that it should be a problem. As far as among the three, which one's the best? I guess as of right now, the Trunks would be, but eventually the Broly could be better. So get them all. That takes care of that. Now, the last thing is the pumped up weekly pack scam thing. So this is the second time that Global is doing this. The first time that they did this was back during the Super 17 Dokkan Festival back during May. I believe that's when it was. Let me switch over here. We're getting it now in the middle of February. And then we had it last, I believe it was during May or June, right before 8 year. Yeah, it was right here. This is when we got it. And this actually caused a lot of controversy in the Dokkan community because it ended up being a discussion about the ethics of it all. Basically, what this is that we're getting is it's a glorified pay for stones type situation. You are going to buy Dragon Stone packs, or you can, and if you do, you get access to stones and you also get access to keys. These keys give you access to a particular stage. This should sound very familiar considering the fact that we already have this for purple keys, or I like to call them toon keys, for the guaranteed link level up stages. Those are available once per month. This has only been available one other time, which is why the second time they're calling this weekly pack 2. You can buy this once this week. You can buy it once next week. In total, for $5 you're buying one pack. For both of them, you'd be spending $10. You're going to be getting 10 Dragon Stones and 14 of these red keys. Each key is used up once when you gain access into the special edition, the special version of the Whis event. The Whis event is the event that is available once per week, where you can obtain skill orbs. This is now going to be available every single day for pay-to-play players. This is the breakdown on how it works. You have 16 keys in total, 14 obtainable from the Pilaf packs, 2 from the login rewards. That is free. So everybody gets those 2. The other 14 come from the Pilaf packs. That gives you 16 keys, therefore 16 days of entry. 57 Dragon Stones total are available. 47 from missions, 10 from the Pilaf packs, and then 3 from just doing it for free. You can run through the missions once and then twice. So this is the breakdown down here. Clear the God level intensive training once. Everybody gets this because you're going to be getting a key on login. Let me actually pull up the login screen because that will show us where you get it. Okay, so if we go here, if we go over here, where's that login screen? Login. Here it is. Okay. So you get one on the 9th, which you already have. You're going to get another one on the 16th. So those are the 2. And so that will give you access to these 2 missions. Clear it once, clear it twice. 3 Dragon Stones. Yay! So for free, you're getting 3 Dragon Stones. But this is where people don't like. They leave the missions out there for everybody to stare at, which kind of stinks because if you don't pay for it, you can't do it. So it really does try to coerce you into buying it, which is why a lot of people don't like it. So it is that. Also, one thing that I just realized, the missions go up to 18 times. How is that supposed to work if you're being given 14 keys? Other than 14 keys you can obtain by purchasing all of that, another 2 can be obtained upon first login between the 9th and the 16th. And then between, so it's going to be there again, between the 16th at 4 p.m. and the 23rd. In addition, 2 more keys can be obtained through certain missions in part 2. There you go. So the remaining 2 keys will be obtainable from the Ribrienne celebration, basically is what this is. This is why reading is important. And I know 99% of you didn't read this, which is why I did. So that is where the rest of those missions come from. Interesting. I was about to say that didn't quite add up there. So if you buy the Pilaf packs, you pay $5, 2 packs total. $10 equals 57 Dragon Stones. It is not an immediate payout. You're not getting those stones right away. It's going to be given over time. Is it worth it? In a vacuum compared to full price? Yeah. So if you're a dolphin, this is worth picking up. It will give you skill orbs. It will give you stones, all for the price of $10. It is objectively a good deal. Free-to-play players, sadly, you do not get to benefit from this, but that is the situation. So free-to-play players, you have plenty of time to run through the stage. You only have to do it twice during this giant interval that is going to be around. Pay-to-play players, if you do buy all of the packs, you do need to be a little bit more diligent about using those keys because they're only usable once per day. So do be careful and get them done as quickly as possible. I did do my run already, so let me show you. If you go to Portal of Memories, if you go to Limited here in the top right, you will see here in once per day in search of greater power. I cannot access this again because I already did it once for the day, but you would want to go through this as many times as possible, and these missions will be completed slowly but surely over time. If you look in the missions tab, normally you wouldn't see this, but it is actually in the Portal of Memories. So if you are doing this for free and you hate to see this eyesore staring at you, get this mission done so that way you don't have to look at it again, because once you clear it and you go back here, this number 1 will not be looking at you from the side. That is kind of annoying. I wish that they just didn't do that. I wish they just gave you the stones. I really do, because I think this is why a lot of people are going to hate it. Eventually it'll go away, so don't worry about it so much, or at least try not to. Oh, let me pick up these. Oh, I haven't trained yet. Let me go do that. So anyway, that is your breakdown on all things Global Dokkan, good or bad. It is what it is. Coming up next, while JP summons for part 2 on 9-year, Global is going to have Ribrianne. Are you going to summon? No. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on all of the things that are happening on Global right now. The Trunks and Broly abysmal grind for the skill orbs. Did you get the best rolls? Did you not get the best rolls? How many stamina bars did you burn through? What are your thoughts on the selection in the Valentine's Day shop? And what are your thoughts on this whole weekly pumped up Pilaf scam thing? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think they should just given us Dragonstone straight up instead of having us go through all this? What are your thoughts? Let me know your overall opinions in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let you know when I see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.